welcome to month 2 of the Wifed Me Up series. Yes, we are rocking the natural hair today because today is all about embracing your feminine power, the softness that we all carry. Welcome to the series. If you are new, go ahead and hit like and subscribe so you can officially be a part of this self-love community. And if you are returning, welcome back. Before we get started, I will put the chapters somewhere on the screen so you can skip to any of the chapters. So our inner work is going to be to release masculine survival mode. And girl, when I tell you things have been feeling heavy recently, I feel like I've been in such a survival mode again, and I don't like it. I want to be able to just fall back and lean on my man and just know that I'll be taken care of. And I found a way to do this through faith, allowing myself to fall back on that, or I guess you could say fall forward. Just trusting that I am enough, I have enough, I've always had enough, and I will always have enough. To not waste another minute worrying. And of course, this is easier said than done. And I truly believe this heaviness is coming from working out my spiritual muscle. I've been praying, I've been worshiping, I've fasted, I've been giving, I've been doing my best to show up better. Just show up better. Personally, to my neighbors, to homeless people, to the pessimist, just doing my best to show up better. Yeah, we may have this situation in front of us, this fear, this anxiety, this stress, but I trust that my God, my faith is bigger than whatever situation I'm feeling, that there is nothing bigger than my God, who has always taken care of me and provided for me. And if you're here and you're new, a little bit about me is I am adopted. My mom's name just happens to be Mary, and my dad's name just happens to be Angel. It's also very intentional. I'm so totally blessed for my parents to have role modeled what it looks like to stay obedient and to practice your faith. Whatever that looks like to you and whatever that means to you. As long as your belief and your faith is working for you and keeping you strong and keeping you believing and keeping you joyful and at peace, then keep going with that. If it feels good, keep following that. But anyways, we're gonna do a little snack break. Shout out to my new mentor who just bought me this popcorn for Easter. I'm a freaking popcorn fanatic, okay? I got it. My last roommate, he ended up buying me a popcorn machine because he told me he's never met someone who ate popcorn as much as I do. I said, I receive it. I received this gift, so shout out to him. I just met him and I'm so freaking excited. And that honestly leads me to point number 2. Surround yourself with other people who are going to encourage you to trust in that power that's bigger than who you are. I really did not think this was going to be like a spiritual video, but it is. So I hope you're enjoying it. Surround yourself with people who encourage that flow state, who actually put you in that flow state when you're with them, because we're all on different levels spiritually speaking. So when you're in the presence of someone who's like freaking all the way, outside of this world, you're just like, whoa, you know what I mean? You're just like, whoa, in wonder, just in awe. That energy, it's just like a win-win, you're just filling up their cup, they're filling up your cup, and it's just so fulfilling. There's something so fruitful about it. So surround yourself with the friends, the mentors, the communities. We just had the most magical Easter this past Sunday that I haven't had since I was a kid. I remember waking up on Easter and it felt so magical. And after, you move out, it's just like Easter kind of just felt so bland until I realized, oh my God, this is the most magical freaking day in the whole world, because I'm personally at a point where I'm learning about Jesus, and I'm learning about God, and I'm learning about just the miracles and the testimonies and what I've already experienced in my personal life, moving to Phoenix, the significance behind that. If you want to know about it, tune into our Rise series. I've experienced a deeper relationship and connection to God and to Jesus. I got to spend it with my sister Alexa, who is another living, walking testimony of what it means to walk by faith and not by sight, and trust and be in that flow state. And I'm so grateful to have met my mentor. Shout out to him. Oh my God, I have to show you this. He has his license plate that says, "In God we trust, it works." And his story has already inspired me so much. And again, it just inspires you to just keep on keeping on, keep on practicing, keep on praying, keep on doing whatever you need to do to keep your faith strong, keep your spirits high, keep being that light. And I just want to make this point right now, because you know you're dangerous the minute you get into that state where people start to fold, because the minute they walk into the room, immediate haters. Let me tell you a quick story. I walk into the pickleball court, not even 5 minutes that I'm there, I'm just waiting to play a game. This grumpy old man starts shit talking right next to me, saying, "Why the fuck does everybody have to record, fucking do this," and just dropping F-bombs after F-bombs. And I'm over here like turning on my camera.
Unless you're in some sort of activity.
I'm holding my mic, and I'm just like, hey, like, still doing my thing and paying him no mind, no attention, because you're not about to ruin my great day. And instead of pouring my attention and my focus and letting his pessimism ruin and hinder my light and hinder my spirits and my joy, I end up just bumping into a stranger who actually was like, "Hey, are you a content creator? Oh my God, I'd love to get shots for you, and support you and encourage what you're doing." I genuinely feel like that was an angel. That was my angel, because it's just like, boom. There you go. Keep on feeding what feeds your soul, and you're going to keep on attracting that. Again, that flow state. Keep on doing what's feeling good. And creativity. I got my Bible right here. Y'all, I didn't know this was going to turn into a Bible study, but I'm really feeling this in my spirit. Okay, here we go. Genesis. In the beginning, God created. I'm not even finished with the sentence. But God created. And so I just genuinely feel like I'm in this mode right now, creatively, okay? I'm in this mode creatively. English! Oh my God, do you know English was not my first language, by the way? It was actually Spanish. And shout out to my sisters for always reminding me where I come from. Do you know what my niece taught me? This girl, talk about toddlers, the freaking children. I love children. They are in the ultimate flow state. They are walking lights. They are walking angels, purity, just pure goodness. I was babysitting this baby girl, and we were doing yoga. This girl taught me how to say this in Spanish after we were done with the yoga session that she was teaching, mind you. She whispers at the end of it. She goes like this. She bows her head and goes, "Gracias para todo, Dios." That's what she said. I said, "What did you say? What did you just say right now? What did you say?" She got all shy. She was like, I don't know. And I was like, "No, you said something. You said gracias todo something. What did you say?" She goes, "Dios." And I was like, "What?" This girl taught me how to say thank you for everything, God, in Spanish. And she's like a baby. She's a toddler. She's like 3. How wonderful is that? Wow. As we were saying, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And so I'm not surprised that now that I'm leveling up and I have personal goals for myself as a creator, that I'm just gonna immediately piss people off when I'm out here in public creating. I wasn't surprised that I just ended up pissing off some grumpy old man, but ended up still attracting an angel at the same time that was encouraging what I was doing and decided to support what I was doing too, and ended up getting a really great game out that day and making new friends, leaving with new friends too. So it's like, don't shy away what you feel called to do. Don't shy away because you're worried about the haters. Because baby girl, you got 10 times the supporters than there are their haters. It says it in scripture. Do not be afraid, for there are more with us than there are with them. I was gonna try to find that scripture in here. I wanna say, see, I'm still learning. Is it Kings? Do not be afraid, for there are more with us. Oh my God, guys, I literally just opened it up. Y'all literally witnessed that. Oh my God. Okay, so it's Kings, okay? It's Kings 6, verse 16. Kings 6:16. Do not be afraid, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them. Thank you for witnessing that with me and for being a part of this moment right now. Because boom, that's confirmation right there. Just trusting the flow. Just trusting the flow. You'll turn onto the page that you need to turn on. You'll read exactly what you need to read. Maybe there is like some sort of spiritual warfare happening, okay? And so I think right now more than ever, it's important for us to surrender our desires, our fears, our anxieties, because if this is speaking to you, if life's been feeling heavy for you, you're not alone. Me too. Life's been heavy for me too. And this is how I'm surrendering that fear, surrendering that heaviness, and allowing myself to trust and feel at ease again and have peace of mind, have restoration in my heart, in my mind, in my being, in the way that I move, in the way that I'm living. Because yeah, for a while it was starting to get pretty low. I was sleeping in until noon, you know. I was starting to act like all the negative people, you know, that I was around. And it's just like, no, there has to be a different way. There has to be a different way. And so whatever needs to change, help me look in the mirror, help me find it. And I think there's a moment of real self-reflection when you really want something better for yourself, when you really want to know what it's like to live in this flow state and peaceful state. You've really got to look in your mirror and ask, where are my blockages? And we're in fucking flow state. I hope y'all are enjoying this. So the other morning, I'm exhausted, right? I just ended up working doubles back to back, and I wake up at 7 a.m. the following morning to banging and moving and a baby crying, and I'm a mother. So, you know, alertness, you know, baby's crying, what's wrong, you know? So I open up my door and it's my neighbor, and I can tell she's a single mom and she has all this stuff. She goes, oh, I'm moving out. And I was like, oh my God, do you need help? She said, no, I got it. And I can relate to that because baby girl, like, yes, you do need help. You clearly need help. Let me help you. I'm your neighbor. But I understand where she's coming from, because as a single woman, independent, we're very quick to be like, no, and block ourselves from receiving help when we actually do need it. And for some reason, the minute I go back inside, I'm like, okay, God, what do you need me to do? Immediately, I'm starting to make a fruit bowl because I'm thinking about the baby. I'm thinking about her. I'm gonna get this girl some strong coffee, help her ease her mind. Shout out to Strong Coffee for their adaptogen protein coffee, helping me ease my mind, live in that reduced, stressed state, helping my mental health be good, and also giving me that collagen protein. Use my code AXA28. Thank you for supporting me as an athlete. Now, I went ahead and made this wonderful fruit bowl and coffee for her. Tell me why the minute I go outside the door, boom, she's gone. Everything's gone. So I was left with this wonderful meal. And I was just like, why don't I ever do anything like that for myself? I'm over here without hesitation, ready to pour into someone else and fill their cup up. And I'm freaking exhausted. And I didn't even consider to do anything kind to myself. And I felt like that it was a teaching moment. Hey, treat yourself good too. Allow yourself to receive good too. from yourself first and then give it to others. And so I did. I said, okay. Went on the patio, enjoyed the outside, and then she ended up coming back. So then I was still able to give to her and give to her baby girl. And it was so cute. Whenever I gave the fruitful, you just see the little baby girl just reach out her arms like, ah. And I was just like, oh, and that was my reward. That was my joy, that giving. But I had to pour into myself first. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because it's a win-win situation. You pour into yourself and you pour into others, and that's the gift. That's the joy. And then you just keep passing down the acts of kindness and the goodness and the goodness. And that's how we slowly begin to change and slowly begin to restore hope in people's life, restore that faith that good things can happen. Good outcomes can happen. Goodness exists. Good people exist. Good people exist. And you too are worthy of receiving this goodness. So look at yourself in the mirror. Where are your blockages? Where are they? Is it self-sabotage? Ask yourself, where are the roots? And it's not going to happen overnight. It's an ongoing process, but you can pray about it. You can pray to heal. You can do the inner work. You can do the journaling. You can learn. You can get established with your resources and your communities, and surround yourself with other people who are doing this work too, because again, this self-love journey is not a total solo thing. Getting connected is also a very central role in this process too. So reminder that this Wife Me Up series, even though it is about feeling chosen and giving ourselves that feeling of worthiness and enoughness, we're also sharing this experience with everybody around us. Everybody around us. So allow yourself to let love in, whether through friendship, through mentorship, through acts of kindness, through opportunities. Receive it. Know that you're worthy of it. And allow it to just land. And I hope this video was able to just land right where it was supposed to. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is month 2, baby, of the Wifed Me Up series. Thank you again. I'd really like to connect with you. Comment below what's one thing you'll do this week to practice softness. What does that look like for you? Stay tuned for week 6 as we are going to talk about our financial glow up. I'll see you there. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button somewhere on this screen, and I will see you next Monday.